Live.
Welcome back. As chairman of the subcommittee, I wish to put on record that the subcommittee accepted a late submission from the applicant in relation to the terminal hours. The subcommittee resolved that the late submission would not impede the decision-making process of this subcommittee. The subcommittee listened to all representation made, both oral and written. In addition, the subcommittee welcomed the extra conditions together with the dispersal policy offered by the applicant and their willingness to commit to the licensing objectives at all times. The subcommittee considered all relevant evidence made available to it, and in doing so took the following into account: Licensing Objectives, Licensing Act 2003, Hillingdon's licensing policy, guidance issued by the Secretary of State under Section 182 of the Licensing Act 2003. The decision of this subcommittee is to grant the application as follows: recorded music indoors and outdoors, late night refreshments on and off the premises, and the sale of alcohol on and off the premises, Sunday to Thursday, shall be between 1000 hours and 00 hours, and on Friday and Saturday shall be between 1000 hours and 0100 hours. Live music indoors and outdoors 7 days a week shall be between 1000 hours and 2300 hours. The performance of dance inside Sunday to Thursday shall be between 1000 hours and 000 hours, and outside shall be between 1000 hours and 2300 hours. The performance of dance inside Friday and Saturday shall be between 1000 hours and 0100 hours, and outside shall be between 1000 hours and 2300 hours. The operating hours of the business shall be between Sunday and Thursdays between 1000 hours and 000 hours, and on Friday and Saturdays between 1000 hours and 0130 hours. The new premises licence will be subject to 51 conditions as set out in their application together with the approved dispersal policy. The reasons: the subcommittee considered all submissions made by the applicant and their representatives in addition to the submissions made by the interested parties. The subcommittee reflect on the points outlined by the ward councillors in relation to issues raised by residents in their respective wards. However, determined that many of the points raised were speculative in nature and could not be sustained with a tangible evidence. The subcommittee noted that the absence of any representations made by the responsible authorities, who are the appropriate bodies designated to provide experts and insightful information concerning particular applications. Having listened carefully to the submission by the applicant, the subcommittee were confident that the current operating schedule, robust conditions and added dispersal policy would serve to promote the licensing objectives and mitigate any potential issues that may arise in the future. Having considered the late submission by the applicant to reduce the terminal hour by half an hour, the subcommittee welcomed this proposal and felt that this reached an acceptable outcome. Having considered all the information put before it, the subcommittee were satisfied on balance that the applicant would comply with the licensing objectives. Right to appeal: the relevant applicant for the premises licence or any other person who made relevant representation to the application may appeal against the council's decision to the Justice Clerk at Uxbridge Magistrates Court. Such an appeal may be brought within 21 days of receipt of this notice of the decision. No decision made by the council will have effect during this time period within which an appeal may be brought, and until such time that any appeal has been determined or abandoned. The subcommittee advised, as a comfort to residents and a warning to the licensee, that this licence may be reviewed and could potentially be revoked if the licence conditions are not adhered to, or if the premises are managed in a manner which does not uphold the licensing objectives. You will be deemed to have received the decision letter 2 days after the date on the accompanying letter, which will be posted by first-class mail.
Okay,
We off?
we're done.